Hello everyone, welcome to my presentation today. I'm Phạm Quỳnh. I'm come from Foreign Trade University. To begin my presentation, I have a question for you. Do you know what holiday which happened at the end of October? Yes, that's Halloween. Trading the line between fall and winter, plenty and positive, life and death. Halloween is a time to celebration and superstition, and today I will introduce to you the history of Halloween. My presentation has two main points. The first one is ancient origin of Halloween, and the second main point is how Halloween comes to America. Now let's get started with the first one. Halloween origin dates back to the ancient Celtic festival of Samhain, the Celts who lived 2,000 years ago in the area that is now the Ireland, the United Kingdom, and the southern France, where people celebrated the New Year in the 1st of November. The day marks the end of summer and harvest and the beginning of a cold and dark winter, the time of year that was often associated with human death. Some believe that on the night before the New Year, the boundary between the worlds of the living and the dead became blurred. On the night of October 31st, they celebrated Samhain, when it was believed that the ghosts of the dead returned to earth. In addition to causing trouble and damaging crops, they thought that the reason of the other worldly spirits made it easier for the rust or Celtic priests to make predictions about the future. For a people entirely dependent on the volatile natural world, these prophecies were an important source of comfort and direction during the long and dark winter. To commemorate the event, Ruth built hillside bonfires where the people gathered to burn crops and animals as sacrifice to deity. During the celebration, the Celts wore costumes typically consisting of animal heads and skins, and attempt to tell each other fortunes. When the celebration was over, they lit their horsefires with the head extinguished earlier that evening from the sack bonfire to help protect them during the coming winter. And that's all of the first main part, and now I would like to move to the second main part, how Halloween come to America. Celebration of Halloween was extremely limited in colonial New England because of the rigid Protestant belief system there. Halloween was much more common in Maryland and the southern colonies, as the beliefs and customs of different European ethnic groups as well as the American Indian made a distinctly American version of Halloween began to emerge. The first celebration included play parties, public events held to celebrate the harvest, where neighbors would share stories of the dead, tell each other fortunes, dance and sing. As the belief and custom of different European ethnic groups, as well as the American Indian made a distinctly American version of Halloween began to emerge. The first celebration included play parties, public events held to celebrate the harvest, where neighbors would share stories of the dead, tell each other fortunes, dance and sing. Colonial Halloween festivities also featured the telling of ghost stories and mischief making of all kinds. By the middle of the 19th century, annual autumn festivities were common, but Halloween was not yet celebrated everywhere in the country. In the second half of the 19th century, America was flooded with new immigrants. These immigrants, especially the millions of Irish in Ireland potato famine of 1846, helped to popularize the celebration of Halloween nationally. In the late of the 19th century, there was a move in America to mold Halloween into a holiday more about community and neighborly get-together than about ghosts, pranks, and witchcraft. At the turn of the century, Halloween parties for both children and adults became the most common way to celebrate the day. Parties focused on games, food of the season, and petty customs. Of course, whether we're asking for romantic advice or trying to avoid 7 years of bad luck, each one of these Halloween superstitions relies on the goodwill of the very same spirits who reason the early self felt so keenly. And that's all of our presentation. Thank you for your watching.